And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Pittsburgh's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, Dave.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Just those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. Going backwards, you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over. That's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
Looking deep down the right side. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. Hunt is in the air. Wants to bring it back. Slips through the line. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. So Tennessee... Offense will go to work for the first time. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, Dave?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Cobb. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Volunteers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Gonna run it. It's Valentine. They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes. But 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
Tight end now in motion. On 4th down, trying to find his man. He's got it down the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Back to throw, it's Hilton. Working the middle, it's complete. The Panthers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Quick pass on the fly motion. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So here is the Tennessee offense. Starts a drive trying to go up top. The sure hands, it's Matthews. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. On the ground, it's Cobb. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They ran it on first down, now on second. Wants to go up top. Under fire. He's going to run it. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
He does a really good job here. You want to get a huge play. You got to push the ball down the field. You need a bunch of yards. Well, wait a minute. Now he can just tuck it, scramble, go get you a bunch of yards. Now put you in a great third down situation. Real heads-up play by the quarterback.
All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big game. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
And the Vols have this offense rolling. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Finds his big tight end. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us.
Touchdown ball! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Unloads quickly. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. And the Panthers will hustle to the line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. The Panthers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Hilton. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. He's going to throw deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Pitt will have to boot this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. He only needs a sliver of daylight. return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
Final play of the quarter coming. Looking downfield on first down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. First play of the period will be a second down. Back to pass. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains, they were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Pitt will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Got it near midfield. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Catch in the middle. It's Matthews. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. It's complete to the left. Races down to the 2 and stopped just short of the goal line as he goes out of bounds.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something.
Touchdown, Tennessee! Fit it in the window for the score. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. To the air. It's Hilton. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Pitt right back to the line. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Pitt will have to boot this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. The toss to the right. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5. The Vols with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. It's incomplete. That also might be what is called a learning experience and one this freshman got away with. The Volunteers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Matthews. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42. And the Volunteers will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Pressure coming. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Touchdown ball. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Snagged in the middle, it's Tracy. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Hilton. Makes the grab on the left. Off to the races. The 30, the 20. Touchdown, Panthers! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So here is the Tennessee offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. And the Vols are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He'll throw on 3rd down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Vols send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. The touchdown drive cut the deficit last time they had it. Forced the punt. Now a chance to really make this a football game.
And I think if you're the offensive coordinator here, you're revisiting that last drive and asking yourself, okay, what did I call? What worked? What can I keep dialing up so we can keep scoring?
Dang right, because you got the momentum. You're back in this football game. Everything is going your way. Your defense just contributed, so that lead they had, just keep chipping away, and who knows what will happen.
Looking downfield, it's Hilton. Using the quick game. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Pitt pushing the pace.
That might be the play that turns the momentum in this game, right? They're getting blown out right now on the scoreboard. It's late in the half. They've got to come away with a touchdown, but that might be the guy you need to keep going back to in the passing game to get yourself back in this game.
And, man, how many times are we going to call his name today? He has been...
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Got him downfield. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down mark. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Pitt will line up to punt it away. Catches it at the 15. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Cobb. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Staley. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Trying to take it back.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Back to pass, it's Hilton. Fires to the wideout. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They'll back him up with a holding penalty this time. They've spent most of the day backing them up with sacks anyway. They want to throw it. Got his man. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Stands in and takes the hit. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. What a costly mistake and big call. They could have been right back in this thing, and now they'll have to try it again. Second down, he'll throw it. He's got him in the flat. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Pitt will have to boot this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Hauls it in at the 25. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. To the air on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Matthews. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Buying some time. Trying to make magic with his feet. Inside the 25, stopped at the 24. Clock will stop to move the chain. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Got it in the middle, it's Staley. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Timeout, Tennessee.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Takes a snap, wants to throw. They're working that left side. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Pitt will kick off, ready to get things started here in the 3rd quarter. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Staley. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The Volunteers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. There to stop him at the 43, but he gets 5 and moves the sticks. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Grab near the marker. It's Staley. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. And the Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming out. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. All wideouts, no backs. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's got it and still on his feet. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. And the Vols, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Volunteer! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. And this defense is just getting squeezed by the Big Orange, and he's cutting him up like Peyton Manning.
And no answers. I mean, he's really had his way. They haven't made him feel uncomfortable. If I'm a Vols fan, I'm jacked up that I got this guy at quarterback because he's showing he can put up some big numbers.
The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Looking to throw, it's Hilton. Pucks it out of the air. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Looking to fire. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. And the Panthers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They'll start this drive going to the air. Finds his target down the middle.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Quickly complete. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for space. It's Valentine. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down.
Breaks into the open. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. The Vols kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Leaves it with the running back. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, considering how well they're running it right.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tennessee. They'll try to add another to their lead. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Hilton. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. So now it's second and long. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. He lofts one down the sideline. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Pitt.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Florida is just boat racing them right now, thanks to an offense that's putting up video game numbers. They're up by 28 over Navy. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. Let's see what they've got on second down. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So the final period starts with a second down play. From the gun, the ground game. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Converts on 4th down, still going. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. The Volunteers have it with a 1st and 10. They'll try to get outside. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. And the Volunteers are moving quickly down the field. They try to pop a run on the draw. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. Sixth play of the drive coming up. From the gun, the running back has it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the first down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves, but that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Got it behind the line. It's Valentine. He's knocked down at the 33, and that's short of the line to gain. And let's see what they do on fourth down. They're in field goal range here on fourth down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and that's number 10.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You'd probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
Now on second down. Wants to go up top. Throws for the tight end. And wings it incomplete. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. From the gun. Wants to pass. Makes the catch. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. New set of downs after the completion. Gonna look downfield again. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Now they'll run it to the right here. There he goes. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Here on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Get it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Pocket breaking down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Can't hook up on the long throw, and fourth down goes by the boards for this offense. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. At the 40, there he goes. It's a running route. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Robinson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. It's complete on the right side. And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Hold offense.
So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. Second down coming up. Looking to fire. Quick strike complete. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He wants a big play here late. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. Pitt will line up to punt it away. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Out of the gun, the inside give. Got enough for the first. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it.